Did I do enough? The interesting thing now is some days, particularly in telling Dad's story through writing and videos, I watch my mind wander. I watch that faculty of imagination go to the edge and look out into nothingness. I visited the Grand Canyon a few years ago, and I stood on what they call the rim. It's breathtaking. The word on everyone's mind reaches some lips. That word is humbling. It takes your breath away to stand on the edge of the world. I often feel that way inside, and it is altogether disconcerting. I know I am not at the Grand Canyon in Arizona. I know I am sitting in the living room in Missouri. At least my flesh and blood body is sitting in my living room. But where's my mind? I want to know. I need to know, because where my mind is where I am. It used to be alarming how easily I dropped my body like a discarded robe at bedtime. But years of vigilance, years of active, lucid dreaming, have brought deep insights into the divinity in human nature. What thoughts I am thinking is my reality, my now. So I watch my mind do its work. I watch as thoughts of Dad draw me away from the present into the past. Dad and his new friend at the Mount Vernon home. Dad on his 85th birthday. Dad sifting in his silk robe, the only time I ever saw him wear it. Dad lying in the ER. Then the words come. Did I do the right thing? Helping him be placed in the home? And more words come. Associated memory thought forms. They bring forward a newspaper article from the St. Louis Post. Families and veterans allege abuse, neglect, and improper care at St. Louis Veterans Home. The headline magically appeared on my newsfeed 3 months after Dad died. There were complaints, lots of them, about veterans around the same age as my dad, not getting the care that they needed, being given improper medications, inconsistencies in record keeping. They even had a state representative investigate. He interviewed veterans and their family members, employees at the home, saying that he discovered a pattern of abuse, mistreatment, and neglect that was shocking. He even quoted a veteran as saying, "I'd rather be dead than living here. This home is like a killing field." Is this what happened to Dad? My imagination is becoming a tempter. It's like I'm looking down a long hallway, and people pop out from doorways to say, "Are you sure you did the right thing? Were they neglecting your dad? Did they over-medicate him? Under-medicate him? Ignore him? Mistreat him? How could you let this happen? Stop! Stop it!" I unplug the streaming. All those words dissolve into the city sounds of a helicopter flying overhead. The images melt into the double window, overlooking a disciplined row of brick houses. The art and television screen hanging on the walls across from the unworried couch where I am sitting. My errant mind is back in my body, in my living room, in Missouri. I am hearing through my ears. I am seeing through my eyes. Mind once again engaged with body. I'm no longer lost in its infinite capacity to rewrite scripts. I am well acquainted with the perils of misappropriated dreaming. The embellishing or editing whenever an opportunity for storytelling appears. It is a double-edged sword. Truth and falsehood go hand in hand. Let us not sleep as do the rest, but let us watch and be sober. I know demons can invade the quietest hamlet. Dreaming without being grounded in here and now. The reality of being all together. mind and body aligned in the same place. The wise man lets go of all results, whether good or bad, and is focused on the action alone. So I sift until I can come back to here and now. I've practiced mental, emotional, and physical disciplines every day of my life for the past 43 years. All of that practice enabled me to be present for my dad as he lived out his life. I know he was well cared for in those years because I was with him. I do not have the doubts that arise when one is not present. It is when you are not present that you do not know. It's like missing a class in school. When you're not there, you don't know what you were supposed to learn. Mark Richardson, the man I call the father of sifting, says he discovered sifting to be a means to make unconscious material conscious. All my years of study, practice, and teaching agree, because one must attend class in order to learn. Sifting for me is attending class in the world. It focuses me on what is real in life. It puts me in touch, sometimes after hours of sifting. Sometimes just the thought of sifting is all it takes. Well, today, it takes a while to settle down, to come to the temple. Mindful pebble after mindful pebble, past and future collapse into now. My mind clears. The question of my wandering resurfaces. That thought that grabbed my mind when my attention wobbled. Did I do the right thing helping Dad be placed in that home? The answer now is clear. The answer is yes. I am so grateful to have pictures of Dad on that first day in the home. The light in his eyes is unmistakably there. Dad, his spirit, is present in those pictures. There is no imagined doubt. There is no remembered regret. There is respect for a common truth. We each, all of us, gave what was ours to give. In gratitude, in harmony, with humility.